how's it going? It's Kaz here and I'm back with another video, and in today's video it's going to be a little bit different because we have had COVID come to our house. It's been an interesting few days, and I just thought I'd do a video explaining what to do when something happens that wasn't expected. So an unexpected event happens and how that can affect your budget. And how you can kind of prepare as much as you can for it happening in the future, and what to do when it happens. So I'm just going to go through what we have done. So yeah, my husband actually tested positive on Saturday, and so far the rest of us are all negative, and he seems to be doing fine. Luckily, but obviously we are kind of preparing that it will probably go through the house, so more of us may test positive in the coming days, so we are kind of preparing for it now. Luckily we had done a big food shop before it hit, and then when my husband tested positive we made sure that we got extra supplies in as well for the coming 2 weeks. So we kind of decided to make sure we had about 2 weeks worth of groceries in. Obviously any of the perishables we couldn't get more of, but we will be able to get friends and family to drop some by, and we also can do an online shop, so we're not stuck that way. So we just made sure to get in medicine if we needed it, and also like enough dinners to do. I think I counted yesterday I have about 15 dinners ready to go, and some are easier and some are harder, so I'm trying to make sure that I leave some of the easier dinners in case I get sick. So yeah, that way we're doing all right. So that's what I would maybe advise to do if you obviously have a case in your house, just to prepare for the worst. So we kind of went with 2 weeks, make sure we had enough for 2 weeks worth of groceries. Now all going well, hopefully with the rules that are in Ireland right now, if you after 5 days you can do a test, and if you get a negative then you are grand to go on out the house again, and you just wear a mask for 3 days. So my husband's hoping that later on this week he'll be able to go back to work and carry on. So that's all going well, but I obviously want to prepare in case that doesn't happen, because we've heard of people continuing to have a positive test for up to 2 weeks. So yeah, we kind of wanted to prepare for that just in case. So luckily his work has been amazing. They've actually agreed to continue to pay him as usual, so he will not have to sign on to get the COVID payment, and he continues to get his wages. And we actually should be able to save what he was spending in diesel every week. So for 1 week's diesel it was about €100, so we should be able to save that, and my husband's decided to put that into his own savings for now and treat it as a little bit of an emergency fund for himself. So that money would have already been spent, so we're just treating it as it is gone right now. Yeah, so my husband would normally spend between 90 and €100 on diesel, and he's just putting that money aside into savings for now. Then I myself normally spend about €60 for the 2 weeks, and I've put €40 already in my car. I did that just before St. Patrick's Day, so there's a good amount of that left in the car. So I don't think I'll be needing the extra 20, so I'm going to decide at the end of the month what to do with that. And then also eating out, we're obviously not going to be eating out. We did spend a bit of that on St. Patrick's Day, so some of that has been spent, some of it's been put aside. So yeah, we've made a few savings by not doing anything. We did spend most of our food budget just to make sure we had enough for the 2 weeks. We have €20 left, so that should hopefully be fine. If we need to do an online shop, then I will have to use my emergency fund, but I will just hopefully recoup that with whatever savings we've made. So if I do have to do that, that's what I'm going to do with any of the extra money I have left over. It will just go to paying for that online shop basically. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We haven't had to pay for any tests because HSC has sent us tests as we are close contacts, so that's grand. And as I said, we're lucky enough that my husband's boss has agreed to pay him, so yeah, really lucky that way. So if anything, I think this is a great lesson to how important it is to prepare for these things happening. We have our emergency fund there, so this kind of is an emergency, so it would be an instance where if I need to, we will use that money. But it is in a separate savings account, so I am not tempted to use it on online shopping, and I'm not tempted to go buying stuff that we don't need. I was chatting to a lady there, Sally, on Instagram. I will actually link her below because she's actually in the exact same situation. It's in her house too, and it's interesting to see somebody else budgeting with it. And she was saying that she's the exact same, that she would have been online shopping like mad if she didn't have all of her money in cash envelopes. So yeah, really grateful in this instance to be using cash envelopes. It makes it much more difficult to be tempted by bits and bobs. I would be adding to my runner collection like mad in this instance, so glad for that. Also, because things have opened up a good bit more and the rules are a bit more relaxed as regards to close contacts, and after having a positive case, it just means that hopefully things will get back to normal a lot more quickly. Like in the last year, things have relaxed a lot more. You used to have to wait, I think it was 10 working days, or 10 days, sorry, after a case. Now you can go back in 5 if you have a negative test, so it really means that hopefully we will be back to normal quickly. The only thing that worries me is that on the test from the HSE, it actually says that it can take 2 weeks for you to get a positive test if you have been around somebody with COVID, so I'm just kind of worrying that that'll happen soon, or it could take 2 weeks. But yeah, for now we're doing everything we can. My husband is staying away from the rest of us and he has a mask on if he is around us, and I am in another room from him at night. I'm bunking in with the baby, so we're lucky that we have that extra space and an extra bed. But yeah, hopefully everything will be fine even if we get it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're basically preparing, and we did actually make that extra debt payment of 180. I was trying to get it to 200, so we'll see how the rest of the month goes. I kind of still would like to, but it's not a priority anymore. But that extra debt payment has been paid off the car loan, so I'll be updating the numbers at the end of the month, and at the end of the month I will also let you know how we did with this whole situation, and our exact numbers. Obviously I don't know quite yet how things are going, it's still up in the air. The other thing I want to say is right now I'm well and I haven't got any symptoms or anything, but I don't know what way my video schedule will go over the next 2 weeks or so. So just to be aware, it mightn't be every Monday and Thursday just for the next 2 weeks, just even if I'm not sick, I might have to be caring for people around me. So yeah, just to keep that in mind. But yeah, I think hopefully it seems to be going okay. He's got his symptoms are a head cold, like a head flu, and he feels hot and cold, and then he seems to be very sniffly and sneezy, and yeah, great. But yeah, we're trying to keep positive. We have the luckiness of having a nice garden to run around in, and yeah, so we're keeping busy and trying to keep as sane as we can. But yeah, hopefully it'll all go alright. If you've had it in your house, I hope you recovered okay. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it all being back to normal soon. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. This isn't my usual style of video. I just thought it would be a good video to update people and to maybe talk about what happens when something unexpected happens. And I will chat to you all soon. Bye.